Hi guys. I don't know if, excuse me. I'm not sure if anyone is going to be on, because it's very late in Poland. But I just wanted to send you guys a lot of love. I didn't have time today to post. I was at a doctor's office getting my undercarriage checked. It was very interesting. It was very interesting. For all the girls out there, get your stuff checked regularly. I do it like once a year at least. Especially because like one day I'll want to get pregnant, so I want to make sure that everything works perfectly. But it was really interesting. I was there for a long time. It was a new doctor. Anyway, but that's why I couldn't post. And I have a couple of messages from you guys. And I'm not going to say who, but you will know who you are. And you guys wrote to me needing a little bit of more love and support. So I'm sending you so much love and support. And if you guys, anyone wants to ask any questions, you can ask me. And just want to let you know I'm always here for any support, any boost you need. Sometimes I post and say, love you too. You know, if you need an extra boost, I'll like and comment on your picture, and I try to do it in a very personal way. But if you really, really need some extra love, always write to me, because whenever I have time, I'll do it. Like I live for this shit. I live for helping others. Seriously, like it's my crack. Okay, helping others. So just wanted to say that. So if you ever need, if you're like super down, I'll try to say something to make you feel better. Because I personally, I personally work very, very hard on staying happy and figuring out things that could be possibly blocking me in my life. And I made some insane progress of figuring out like my limitations and like limiting beliefs. You know how, and I'm going to do a post about this. I happened to read my diaries from like when I was a kid and then when I was a teenager, and I found out so much of the way how I was programmed, and it shocked me. And it was mostly all like religion, church based, which I had no idea. I mean, I used to go to church when I was a kid, but I had no idea how much it affected me. Insane. Like I will share this. I'm like trying to figure out how much, because it's super personal, but I feel like it will definitely help others if I share that information. So I might share like the diaries and the letters to God that I used to write. Kind of moving at the same time, but like sort of scary how streamlined my thinking was, and how I thought I really have to suffer, and it's very noble to suffer and struggle because it gets you closer to God. Not true. Not freaking true. Okay? So, but now I'm like, oh, I have to like reprogram myself from all that. But now I know my blind spot. So work on finding out your blind spot. How? We have guides. We have angels. We have people who are entities and energies who are there to support us in our growth. This is why we're here. This is all a rental, guys. This is a rental. This is a rental. This is a rental. Everything is a rental. There's a soul inside of me. There's a being inside of me. And I'm just renting this body and this life and everything. But they're entities there to help us with the growth of our soul. And if we just ask them to point us in the right direction, they will. And what I've noticed in my life, it's not just like, hey, tell me, what am I not seeing and what I not know? Like, tell me now. And you're sitting and trying to figure it out. It's not going to happen instantaneously. It's going to happen like what happened with me. I was like looking for something in my safe, and I'm like, oh my God, look at all these diaries. That's so funny. I put them in there. And I'm like, let me look through them. 3 hours later, sobbing, I'm like, oh my God, I just like found out all these things I had no idea about and that I forgot. So just be open to, just like, call it prayer, call it meditation, call it whatever. but just say, hey, will you help me figure this out? Just relax and just know it's coming. The help is coming. So, and it could come like in a form of me saying something, like you read something in my post, like, oh my God, that's gonna guide me in the right direction. So, thank you so much for the love. Pozdrawiam wszystkich w Polsce bardzo serdecznie. That was me speaking Polish because I'm Polish. I've been living in America for 23 years, so it's a lot easier for me to speak in English, especially about all this stuff. But I try to speak Polish as well for you guys. So, but yeah, it can come in any form and just be guided towards it. The more relaxed you are in the process, the better. But, so key things, ask for, this is what's been working for me, that's why I'm sharing this with you guys. Ask for guidance from like angels, whatever you believe in. Whatever you believe in, that's what's going to work. If I tell you like, ask your spirit guides, you're like, what the fuck is a spirit guide? It's not going to work for you. But if you believe in angels, it's going to work for you. So say, angels, please help me figure this out. Like, why am I not getting the love of my life? Why am I not getting, why am I not doing good at school or something? And you just don't know. You're like, I'm doing everything. It's still not working. They will guide you. They'll push you in the right direction. The job is yours. The job of finding out what that is. Like, you need to do it. They're not going to do it for you. They can guide you towards it. But do the research. So that's been one very helpful thing. The other thing, which I've talked about like numerous times, is concentrating on your heart. Like literally, you're sitting, waiting for a bus or whatever, for your meal to come. Just put your attention towards your heart. Like, okay, there's my heart. Don't even have to do anything else. Just focus on your heart. What happens is, whatever you focus on, always like you activate that energy. The energy in the heart, it's a proven fact, is like thousands of times more powerful than the energy in your brain. So your thoughts are powerful, of course, words are powerful. But the only reason why your thoughts and words are powerful, or your prayer, affirmation, it's because if it's activated with your heart. If you just say something and you have no feeling towards it, it won't matter. If there's a feeling, that's why when you visualize something, it's very, very, very effective. If you activate your heart, if you're just like, all right, I'm visualizing being super happy in love and like whatever I say it, like it's not gonna work. But if you visualize it and you feel it, like, oh my God, that would feel amazing to like have a family or be on a vacation, and you really feel it to the core of you, that's when it's gonna work. Now, another thing, that doesn't mean if you visualize something that it's gonna be exactly that. Like, I visualized to be in Hawaii on this beach with this guy and it didn't happen. No. What's visualization? It only triggers that feeling that you feel in your heart, which is powerful. That's the only reason why you visualize. You can be the more specific you are and you visualize, the more the real the feeling is. That's why they say to be very, very specific. But the key is to activate your heart. But you can just do it just like by focusing, like put your hands over your heart. And just a couple of times, guys, I haven't even been doing it that much. Like I do it when I remember, but I don't like sit for an hour and concentrate on my heart. And it's already, I'm seeing crazy benefits from it. So I'm telling you, listen to me. Do that. Concentrate on your heart. It is very powerful. It's way more powerful than this. Like I've been meditating for years, like, benefits, like I feel better and I'm focused and I'm super aware of myself. But to actually see benefits in the real life, because it's one thing you're like, I feel much better. I am so confident. I'm happy about my life, and that's great. Like, are you seeing benefits outside? That takes time sometimes. Or that's as far as it's going to go, the meditation. But if you really focus on your heart and focus on getting rid of the limiting beliefs, which is what I was just telling you about, that's when you're going to start noticing the world shift around you. Like, shit will start happening for you. You will meet the right people. You will work less and get more benefits and results. So I always just talk about stuff that works for me. I try to, I mean, I also talk about things that I hear, you know, because I study all this stuff. But this has definitely been like, I'm like, noticeable difference. So I ignored your comments. I feel super bad about it. So I'm going to scroll up. I look perfect. Thank you. I did not sleep much yesterday. Hello, Canada. I'm going back. I think both. I actually don't think in English or Polish. I think in images. I realized that the other day. I'm like, I think in images. But if I picture a conversation with someone or visualize that, it's usually a conversation that it's in English. So, do I feel lonely in the big world? I don't feel lonely. I'm alone a lot, and I actually really like being alone. I don't really feel lonely. There are times where I'm like, oh, I wish I was, you know, like when I look at people like in love or like families, I'm like, I want that, but I'm very happy with what I have. It's like not like I'm not yearning for it like I can't. When I was reading my diaries at 15, I was yearning. I was like, this consumes me. Having a man, wanting to have a man consumes me. Like, I was 15. I was like, I used words. I am standing in front of a cliff. Do I jump? Do I go? And if I jump, will he catch me? Like, this was me. I was very dramatic. You think I'm dramatic now? So, I'm not, no. To go back to your question, because I'm only slightly ADD, I do feel sometimes, I don't want to say I feel lonely. I don't actually. I like, my thoughts are so entertaining all the time. I just feel, sometimes I yearn for something else. Let's put it this way. Like, oh, I would like to have rum ice cream sometimes, but I love vanilla. I love chocolate. I'm like, oh, rum would be nice too. Does that make sense? Okay, I'm gonna go back. Any prayers or wishes, only few angels, so pure clean. I mean, whatever. You don't have to like, oh, this specific angel. No, just ask. Like anywhere out there. You don't have to be specific. Like anyone out there that's actually taking care of me. Hello, request, help me with this. Quest, help me with this. That's all you need to do. You don't make it more complicated than that. Seriously. You don't need to know which angel, this one is bad, good. No. It's just like, help me. That's all they need. And you being open to it. That's it. That's all you need to do. Don't make it more complicated. Because people get wild. It's like, oh, this and this, like archangel, just like, if it's going to make a difference for you, then maybe, but like, don't worry about it. All right, now catching up with my comments. Kraków pozdrawia, dziękuję. Moja mama się urodziła w Krakowie. Yeah, I mean, motivational courses. I mean, I think because I'm an artist and an actress, I think through that work, and that's coming, and guys will know about this, you know, sooner or later. With my artistry, I will be doing that through my work and creations. I will be motivating and inspiring people to do courses. I'm not sure if that's necessarily my calling. Maybe it will be. I don't know what's in front of me, but what I'm passionate about right now is, you know, even those silly videos that I do, it's for you guys to enjoy, obviously, because I think we have to make fun of everything. And like, I exaggerate certain aspects of our life and feelings and everything for the sake of like, let's make fun of it. We all do this shit and we all obsess about stuff. Let's make fun of it. So that's my way of inspiring people to just like, oh, reflect on themselves and laugh at it, basically. But I love comedy. It's like, I'm going to keep doing it. Not necessarily this move, just inspiring with videos. Where am I right now? I am in Los Angeles. O Jezu, Marcinek, jaki ty jesteś, Boże, jesteś tak na takiej niskiej wibracji, spierdalaj tam, dobra? No. There's a Polish guy that's just gross, that just, in your face. My face sound effect. It was an amazing adventure. I had to push myself, in ways I never thought I would have to. And that whole last year was like insane for me. I did a lot of things I've never done before. It was a big year. Like, it was a big year in a sense of like self-discovery, setting up new paths that I didn't even know were possible. That's another thing, guys. My dreams and goals that I had even 5 years ago, were like nothing in comparison to what I have right now, like my goals and dreams. It's unbelievable because you think they're like, this is the top. This is definitely the top. Like, I mean, I only want this. I'm so glad I didn't get the shit that I wanted 5 years ago. I'm like, thank you. Because if I did, I wouldn't have expanded enough to want a bigger dream than now I know is possible. Okay? So it's like, I don't know, it's almost like you're like, I want to be a mayor of my village. Like, that's all I want. If I'm going to be a mayor, then like, and then have a wife, then like, it's great. And then all of a sudden, 2 years, like, oh my God, I can be the president of the country? Like, oh shit, I didn't know that was important. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Just, we put a cap on shit because we think this is it, this is the top. Don't ever even put a cap on your dreams. You're like, even when you write, I would like this, or something better, always leave room because you might not even know there's a possibility for you. It doesn't yet exist in your world, so you don't know about it. So this can't even be your dream. So just trust also the process. Just you do your best. You strive for the best. You have the best feeling at all times in your heart. That's the frequency. It's the most important thing. If you can take anything out of it, the frequency in your heart. If you feel good, you're going to create more good things, period. If you have shitty thoughts, you're going to create shitty thoughts. Oh my God. It's just someone delivered a package and there was like a thump. That was a big package. They delivered with my fish food because someone stole my fish food. Okay, my koi pond fish food. What the fuck does that? Are you gonna eat it? Like, said to get it, and my fish were like starving. They were like this. I'm so mad. Something else will deliver. I'm gonna have to feed them. But any hoosers, back to your energy. Thank you. Thanks so much. 2 packages. Yeah, energy. So it is all about feeling. If you feel it inside of you, this is where you're going to see. So if you're feeling shitty all the time, like, you're going to create more shitty stuff. That's one aspect. Another aspect that's a little bit more difficult, and that's for the people who have been working on themselves and are not maybe seeing results. Because I'm sure there's a bunch of people that follow me that are like, I'm working on myself. What the hell? I'm not seeing results. So what I'm telling you will push things through is the heart energy. Focus on your heart. And if you can actually even fill it with love or like the feeling you want to have, that's even the best. But even just focusing on it, that's it. That's like, pay attention to it. Focusing. That also trains your mind. And the second thing is really looking into what could have affected your belief systems as a child. From 0 to 6, there's no memory. We don't really have great memories from 0 to 6. But that's the time when we absorb. That's the time, for me, personally, I was in church. And the guy up there, that looked like God, was saying things. I was accepting everything they were saying as the truth because they said so. What your parents say is the truth. You don't question it when you're from 0 to 6. You don't question anything. So you absorb it as the truth. What happens later? If it was good truth, then you have a great life. If the truth is like, yeah, it's hard to make money, life is hard, unless you work hard, you won't get anywhere, everyone is trying to steal from you. If this is or in church, like, repent. Seriously, that's what I had in my diary. Repent, Izabella. One of the first sentences of one of the letters is like, God, I'm so sorry the devil has entered my soul. I'm 12. What kind of a devil could have entered my soul at 12? Like, because I was like, I was talking badly about a friend. I'm like, oh my God. So if you're coming from a church upbringing, look at that. Because there could have been some limiting beliefs that you absorbed, and now it's affecting your life. You don't even know. Because you're like, no, I freaking deserve everything. But the child, the subconscious part of you is like, no, you haven't suffered enough for God to give you the gifts. So it's going to create the world around you that will reflect that belief because it's stronger. That subconscious belief is always stronger. That's messed up. I don't like this, God, the way you created that. That's a little unfair because most people will not know about their subconscious beliefs. But that's when you do the work. So if you are working consciously on watching your thoughts, doing meditation, doing affirmations, feeling good, putting good stuff in your body, but you're still not seeing crazy results outside of yourself, look into that beliefs. Seriously. This has been a really a game changer for me. Now, how do you change it? So 50% of it is gone. Once you know what that thing is, 50% of it is gone, and then you have to actually replace those beliefs. That's hypnosis, meditation, affirmations. But if you know about it, then immediately, and when I say immediately, I mean that same day, shit will turn around for you. Especially if it's like a hidden thing. This was such a blind spot. I would have never thought that what I heard in church when I was a kid would be affecting me right now. That wasn't even, it's so far removed from me. It was like a joke. That's not what I'd think. But apparently I did, because when I was 15, it was still affecting me. And when I was reading these letters to God, I was like, I believe I should be punished. And that's when I'm going to get good stuff. If I get punished, suffer enough, and then God's going to bring me. What? So yeah, look into that. I hope this will help someone. I hope someone will hear this and it's going to make a difference. Because I'm I wish someone told me that. Maybe, but I forgot I have a conference call. Damn it. All right, guys, I'm going to have to go. Totally forgot, 2:30 conference call. I'm going to get back to work. I love you all. Write me whatever posts. I read all of my comments. I try to respond to all of them. So, yeah, comment or private messages sometimes are harder for me to read because I get a lot of those, but comments I always read. So if it's something less personal, you want to have a question, write me there. And share my videos. That helps me, guys. If you share my videos with your friends, that helps me because then I know what you like to watch. That's it for Thursday Inspiration video. All right. Be well. Keep smiling. Focus on your heart. Always and forever.